Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing the similarities and differences between photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So photosynthesis and cellular respiration have some things in common. Most importantly, both processes occur in order to create ATP. And ATP is the energy that is used within the cells to create all necessary reactions. One or the other is required to sustain life. So for plants and algae and certain bacteria, photosynthesis is necessary to sustain life. And in animals, plants, archaea, protists, fungi, and bacteria, cellular respiration is crucial in order to sustain life. Now you'll see plants on both. For plants, seeds often undergo cellular respiration before they have leaves and are able to undergo photosynthesis. Both processes involve glucose, water, and carbon dioxide, and oxygen. And both of these processes also utilize enzymes. So for photosynthesis, this reaction is an anabolic reaction, which means it requires energy and is building a complex molecule, whereas cellular respiration is a catabolic reaction, which means energy is released and it breaks down. So photosynthesis produces glucose or builds glucose, and cellular respiration breaks it down. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water convert into glucose and oxygen, whereas in cellular respiration, glucose and oxygen are converted into carbon dioxide and water. Below that, you will see the chemical formulas for these processes, and it's interesting to see how the products and the reactants are kind of flip-flopped here, but they all, once again, use that glucose, water, carbon dioxide, and oxygen. So the process of photosynthesis includes light-dependent reactions and light-independent reactions, or the Calvin cycle. And cellular respiration has kind of a longer process, so it goes through glycolysis, pyruvate oxidation, the Krebs cycle, electron transport chains, and chemiosmosis. Photosynthesis is performed in the chloroplast, and more specifically in the thylakoid and the stoma, whereas cellular respiration is performed in the cytoplasm and mitochondria. This is just a brief flow chart of how the process works. So you have your light-dependent reaction, which is when the pigments of the chlorophyll pigments, captures sunlight, the energy from the sunlight, and this occurs in the thylakoid membrane of the chloroplast. From here, the carbon dioxide and water synthesize into glucose, and this occurs in the stoma. And the products of this reaction is that it produces glucose and oxygen. So I also have a chart here for cellular respiration. As you can see, is a bit more in depth, going from glycolysis to active transport, the Krebs cycle, electron transfer chain, chemiosmosis. And the end products here is ATP as well as carbon dioxide. So through this whole process, if this is looking at one molecule of glucose, you would yield about 30 to 38 net ATP. So thank you for taking the time to watch this little presentation. I hope you understand a little more about photosynthesis and cellular respiration.